Wednesday Puppets Arts at Home. Now today we are actually not going to be making a puppet, but we're going to be in fact making a puppet theater. Now things that you're going to need for this week is we are going to need a couple of cardboard boxes. I have this cardboard box right here, which is we're going to cut out to create the window for our puppet. As you can see, I've already drawn our outline. And then I've got a taller cardboard box that's just going to serve as kind of the stand for our puppet theater. A couple of other things that you're going to need is you will need tape. I have masking tape lying around my house, but any kind of tape, duct tape, scotch tape will work for this, all right? I've also got a trusty marker to help me outline and plan some things before I make my cuts. And then you will need a box cutter or a blade of some sort to make those cuts. Now, this is very, very important. You want to make sure that you are asking a big person before you handle any sharp objects. Or you can even ask a big person to make those cuts for you, all right? So, very important, make sure we're asking our big people before we do this. Okay, so now that we've got our supplies, I've actually already kind of started things, but I'll talk you through what I have done for this puppet theater here. First, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about kind of the inside of this box right here, okay? So, as you can see, I have cut the top flap off here, okay? That's actually going to come back into play in a little bit. And then I've actually supported our sides to keep these flaps open. I've supported our sides here with a little cardboard joint, okay? So it's just a piece of cardboard that I've cut, and then I fold it in half, creates a joint. You stick it right in there, okay, and you tape it on over, and it's going to create a nice support for your puppet theater, okay? So that's already done. Now that top flap that I cut off actually is going to become some decoration. So as you can see, I've cut just a very simple little pattern here. It's going to end up sitting right up here on top because who doesn't like a little bit of a castle detail, all right? So, super duper simple. You take your marker, you outline a window there. I like to leave a little bit of some lip there, okay? That way you can kind of hide your hands in it, all right? So, I've cut a couple of sides already. We'll finish cutting this together, all right? So, again, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just gonna have to get in there again under adult supervision with your adult there helping you out. Really important thing for this project, okay? And again, if it's not a perfect straight line, that's a-okay. You just want to have enough space there that we can get our hands in for our puppet. All right, finish cutting it up here as well. As you can see, my cuts aren't perfect, but it's gonna work out just fine. Now I like to kind of cut through and then pop it out. This does take a little bit of finagling, like that. And on the other side. There we go. All right, we got the making of a puppet theater. So with that, I'm going to take, again, this can just kind of go off to the side, making sure we're staying safe with our blade. When we're not using it, we always cover it up, all right? But now it is time to add our decoration. Now it's gonna be very similar to how we made our sides kind of stick out and be solidified. I'm gonna take my joint, okay? One side of my joint is going to be taped onto my decoration here, and the other side will be taped onto the actual thing. So, masking tape. Doesn't matter about like length of, you just want enough of your masking tape or enough of your tape to be able to cover both sides. So I'm gonna start off by putting it right here. One side, the other side. Again, doesn't have to be perfect, right? Now, you might need to use a couple of these joints. Again, they're just cardboard that you kind of just fold in half. I'm gonna start off with just 2 and we'll see if that works, but if it doesn't, we may have to add some more. Okay. if you don't want to use these joint kind of idea, another way that you could probably do this is by creating, let's see here, creating just putting it on the top of it and just having it be hot glued on or something like that. Now, here's something that you got to think about. I've actually never done this before, and so it might not work. And if it doesn't work, that's a-okay, right? Because we still have our little opening for our puppet theater already cut out. This is just kind of extra decoration, extra flair, if you will. Okay, now I'm going to repeat that taping kind of down here on the side of my box. Okay, we'll see if this works. Again on the other side. Oh, I hope I got enough there. Well, again, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's totally fine. But, you know, it kind of works. A little bit. We'll see if that, actually, what I might want to do, it's melting, so that's cool. I'm going to reinforce it here with this extra tape. Maybe that will help us out. I'm not sure though. I may just have to abandon this idea for right now. But that's okay because I can always come back to it. Alright, for right now, that's what it's going to be. I know it doesn't look pretty, it doesn't look perfect. I'll probably troubleshoot a way to find a way to make that look a little bit nicer, right? But for right now, I'll just kind of have it sitting like that. Alright, so I'm going to move my blade over here. We're done with that. We don't need it anymore. Okay, so what you can do now is you're going to take your box, okay, the one that you cut out, and you're just going to set it right on top. Now, if you want, you can secure it, okay? So like you can use tape to secure it. You could use, again, hot glue would probably be a good option for you. For right now, I'm going to leave it sitting like that, okay? Now, we've got our puppet theater. We need our puppets. Remember these guys from last week? All right, so then what you can do, come on around to the back, and because these are boxes, you can honestly keep a lot of your puppet stuff in the box, which is pretty awesome. Now, take puppets and so, nice little storage place for them until they're ready to come out. Put them right there. Pretty easy. Now, for our purposes, you're probably going to be seeing my face through that puppet box, but you might want to even create a little puppet show right here. Like that. And then you can tell stories. Again, with any of those puppets that we've talked about on our Wednesday time, you can use our fairy tale paper puppets, you can use sock puppets, you could even use those found object puppets, all right? Thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed making this little puppet theater here. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. You might make mistakes, and that's a-okay, because you gotta just problem solve and figure a way out, all right? Thanks everyone.